so much, Elizabeth. Get this, a part of the Smithsonian sits at the Albuquerque Museum. I'm talking about 100 paintings, sculptures, and photographs by 43 African-American artists from the premier collection of the Smithsonian American Art Museum. More than half are being shown for the first time. The exhibit is called African-American Art in the 20th Century. And here to talk about it is educator at the Albuquerque Museum, Jessica Coyle. Good morning.
Good morning, Kristen.
Welcome. Thanks for coming on this morning.
Thanks for having me.
This is fantastic. These pieces are entirely from the Smithsonian. Can you elaborate?
Yes, the Smithsonian American Art Museum is fortunate to have one of the biggest collections of African American art in the U.S. And they decided, since their collection is so much broader than a lot of other museums, they decided to arrange this traveling exhibit to give the rest of us a chance to see some of this really great art.
Oh, that's fantastic. Can you talk about some of the artists and their experiences that led to what's being seen in the exhibit?
Absolutely. There's, as you said, there are 43 different artists. It's ranging all from really early in the 20th century artists like William H. Johnson, who's probably one of the better known African American artists, who grew up in the rural South, so you'll see, and his paintings really are influenced by the time he spent there in his childhood. We also have a couple of different works of his that, you know, portraits, stuff that was influenced throughout his life. We have a lot of great photography in the exhibit.
Okay.
One of the photographers who's working now, Marilyn Nance, inspired a lot by spirituality in the African American community. So
Okay, great.
there's all different kinds of things.
Is there anything that's really stood out to you?
Personally, my favorite piece is probably, there's an artist named Alma Thomas who grew up in the DC area, lived there her whole life, and really gained fame after she retired. She was an art teacher in the public schools, and she was inspired by the things she saw outside her window and created these wonderful abstract paintings. I just love them.
I love abstract paintings. Oh my goodness, I want to see this. So a lot of folks, I'm sure, want to check out this exhibit while it's here. It's a traveling exhibit, so it's just temporarily here, right?
Yes, it's here through January 19th.
January 19th. Okay, so you want to make sure you get out and see this African American art in the 20th century. It will be available for you to see until January 19th at the Albuquerque Museum of Art and History. What times do you guys open?
We're open Tuesdays through Sundays from 9 to 5. We also have some free times, Sundays mornings from 9 to 1, Saturday afternoons from 2 to 5. And then also next week on Thursday night from 5 to 8:30.
Okay, and you guys have some performances?
Yes, so next week,
this?
the third Thursday of the month, we always do stay open until 8:30 p.m. We're free from 5 to 8:30, and we always do some kind of program. And next week, we're going to have a gospel music program that's been coordinated by the wonderful Rosalind Jones, who runs the gospel competition for the New Mexico Black History Month events. We're also going to have Cecilia Webb, who is the host on KUNM's Train to Glory, do a short talk about how gospel music's influenced African Americans and artists, that kind of thing.
Oh wow, so it's all kind of tying everything together.
Yes.
Oh, you definitely want to check out the performances then that are coming up Thursday, you said? Okay, and we're going to have a little bit more on that too. Gospel let's see here. Gospel music accompanying the American art exhibit. We're going to have a live performance by a gospel group in less than 10 minutes, so stick around.